Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's presentation of the NFL on UWN. I am Chase Wilson alongside my partner Joe Davis. We are ready for some Week 1 action of the NFL. Today's matchup, we see the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars here at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Joe, what are you expecting to see today?
Expecting to see a pretty good game played on really both sides of the ball for these teams. Jags, last year 10-7, a pretty good record as well. Colts 7-10. They really struggled, but they did a lot to boost their team this season, particularly on the defensive side. 2 of their first 3 picks in this year's draft went on defense. Colts going to be trying to slow down this really high-powered Jacksonville offense here today.
Indianapolis on for the kick here from the 35-yard line. That goes deep into the landing zone, taken in at about the 5. Ran back to the 25. They'll call it at the 26, and right off the bat we have an injury.
That's definitely something that you don't want to be seeing. And going to the locker room this early as well, that is not good for Jacksonville at all, as that is the tight end Darnell Washington going off.
Not even the first play of the game, and they already got one of their important players out here. Trevor Lawrence on for his first throw of the game. Quick completion over the middle, taken in at the 34 for a gain of 7. Back to the line with about 4 minutes to go left in this quarter. That'll be faked handoff, and that's a big reception.
Fantastic throw over the middle and really darted it in there. The defense crashed in, thought that it was going to be batted down by the defender there, but instead it is a huge pickup for, I believe that would be Kirk. For playbook's really open right here, especially in this field position. Got to be aggressive.
Absolutely, and there's some pressure coming in. Lawrence is just going to elect to throw that one away. That leaves him in definitely a tough spot. Probably going to have to go for the field goal here.
Considering how well the Jags defense stopped the Colts offense, I think that going for points is definitely the safer bet.
Absolutely. I mean, 4-yard pickup, definitely very risky there. You got to just take the 3. It's early enough in the game. You just got to hope it won't bite you later on down the line. All right, back for 3rd and 8. Richardson back in the pocket again. Great reception taken in all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Fantastic route as well by the tight end. Woodard, the tight end, coming from left to right on that post. And Lawrence is able to find that gap in the zone defense. And so 2nd down and 4 here. Richardson back at the gun. He's going to hand it off to Taylor. And Taylor with a gap. He's diving for the end zone. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Indianapolis Colts. Their first touchdown of 2027. And it goes to the workhorse who had 9 touchdowns last year.
That was a terrific run right there. Everything you wanted to see. They're coming right back from the end of the quarter, feeling like they got a little bit of their breath left. They have some stamina, and they're ready to get it back out there and score on the first drive of the quarter.
Especially after getting kind of bullied there on that first offensive possession that they had. Indianapolis coming back out with a statement drive to take the lead on the road. 2nd down and 4, we'll see what they go with. Motion from the receiver, and now faking the pass. Lawrence going to move around. Pressure's coming. He's going to throw it downfield, and it is going to be caught. What a catch by Brian Thomas Jr. A huge reception by the wide receiver gets Jacksonville all the way into the red zone.
Got to be honest, from up here, I wasn't sure if that was going to be broken up, intercepted, out of bounds. It was so hard to tell, but he managed to come away with that ball. Absolutely incredible catch.
And so 2 yards shy of starting this drive, Lawrence takes a snap after the motion. He's going to throw it over to the right side, and it is caught for the touchdown. Mike McGee, the wide receiver, gets Jacksonville's first touchdown of 2027 and gives the Jags the lead here at home.
Now this guy is pretty fresh onto the field for the Jaguars here. This is his 2nd year on the team, and he's already shown to be a pretty good addition to this Jacksonville offense.
Getting ready for the PAT. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and kick is good to make this a 10-7 ball game. And look at that, only a minute and 44 taken off the clock, but they drove really well. All started by a great kick return, but a very efficient offensive drive. Now back in the shotgun once again. Two receivers on either side with a running back to the right. He's going to fire. It is complete to the running back. And Jonathan Taylor in for 6 once again. He had a rushing touchdown, and now he has a receiving touchdown as well. Colts strike back to take the lead with just a few seconds before half.
Terrific pass play there. Everybody was deep in the end zone expecting kind of a really deep pass. They were not ready for that running back to come on down for that short reception into a touchdown.
And so the PAT to make it a 4-point game. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and kick is good to make it a 14-10 ball game. 9 plays, 63 yards, and a bit over 2 minutes taken off the boards. Do you think that Jacksonville is going to be aggressive whenever they get the ball here, or just run the clock out?
It's really hard to say here. I believe the Colts get the ball back after half. You want to hope you can get some points on here, but it's better to just run it out than get that interception and risk another Indianapolis score. But you definitely got to see what you can do here this late in the second quarter.
So 25 seconds left in the first half. Will they be aggressive? Will they be conservative? Lawrence back at the shotgun. Running back going into motion. They do have 3 timeouts. He's going to look. He's going to pass it deep right side. It is caught in stride. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Jacksonville. Parker Washington and the Jacksonville Jaguars strike back in a single play.
Well, forget what I said about the interception there. That was an absolutely terrific play. We got our answer, and they decided aggressive for the end of this second quarter. Absolutely terrific.
Jacksonville with a 17-14 lead, 1 play, 75 yards, just as you draw it up.
Absolutely amazing drive right there. You can't even call it a drive. You can just call it a play because it was only the 1 play, and they managed to get it all the way in the end zone for a terrific 7 points. Anthony Richardson once again heading out with that Colts offense on for their next drive, down by 3 with the ball to start the third half. Richardson decides to run. It's fumbled after a hard hit, but recovered by Indianapolis. Definitely a risky thing running there.
That is definitely not what you want to be doing, turning the ball over deep in your own territory.
They've had enough trouble maintaining momentum so far, and that is definitely not going to help. They make it forward for about 3 yards with Taylor.
Fantastic job staying on his feet, getting a couple extra yards to boot as well, and a great opportunity to score.
Deep into the end zone, taken in by Washington. That'll, I believe, be his second touchdown of the game here.
They might want to take a look at this. I'm not sure if he got both feet in.
It's a good point. It looked like he might have just been barely in. There we go. Booth review coming in late. We'll see what they decide.
I'm not sure if he got that right foot down, and that's not the best angle to be looking at it from. This is a good one. And he did. He did get that right foot down, so that is going to be a touchdown.
This time, Richardson will hold on to it, and he gets the pass off. Terrific catch in the air by Pittman Jr., and that'll take him up to the 9-yard line for a first and goal situation.
With one hand there, kind of a Odell-like catch by Pittman.
Wide open over the middle on a little, looks like a curl route there. Brings him up to the 2-yard line to pick up a 7.
Welcome back to the kind of cloudy southeast. I was going to say sunny southeast, but some overcast conditions here in Jacksonville, Florida. It's going to be a handoff. No, instead it's going to be a read option. Richardson going to take it in himself, and Anthony Richardson going to narrow this gap here in Florida, calling his own number. Lawrence over 200 yards to the air so far, and he's going to try to go through the air again. No, instead he's going to take off up the middle. He's going to slide down for a gain of 3. Nobody came open. Takes off with the legs himself.
That's the thing you got to watch out for, is you see these pockets open up. These quarterbacks, especially like these two in this game, we have Lawrence and Richardson. They're able to spot that hole. He tries to run for it.
As the ball comes loose, it is picked up by Jacksonville, and disaster averted.
That is the second fumble we've seen from these quarterbacks trying to run for it. It's a really close game. You got to be careful when you're trying to do runs like that.
And so 3rd and 8. What is Indy going to dial up? What will Jacksonville respond with? Ingram goes into motion. He moves back over to the right-hand side. It's going to be a handoff to Etienne. Indianapolis breaking through the blocks, and he's going to go down for a loss.
It looked like a little bit of a miscommunication there on the Jaguars side. You saw Etienne kind of running into his guy there. You really can't afford that when you're in the this close to the end zone.
And after that run, it'll be 3rd and 17. Where do you even go in this situation?
It's a must-pass situation, and you better believe that Jacksonville is going to be ready for that. So we'll see what they can come up here.
Empty set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Richardson throws over the middle. It's intercepted. Taken away, and now coming back. We'll see across midfield, across the 40, across the 20. He's going to go for 6. A huge touchdown for the Jaguars. A pick 6, and the first one of 2027. Jerry Jones houses it, and that could be the ball game.
Like I said, it was a must-pass situation. Jacksonville was ready for that, and Richardson just forced it. There was not a man open there. His defender was all over him, and they came away with the interception.
In play, and so Indianapolis uses their 3rd and final timeout with 27 seconds to go. Richardson now moving around. He's going to throw to the right-hand side, and it is caught for the touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, the wide receiver out of Texas, able to get 6 for the Colts. And so getting ready for the onside kick. Of course, after the onside kick rules change, it's been a lot less successful, but anything can happen. This one is away. It's got a good bounce, and it's picked up by the Colts, but it's picked up just a bit too early. And so it will be a 33-28 victory for the Jaguars here in their season opener here at Everbank Stadium. Jacksonville going to move up to 1-0. Indianapolis going to fall to 0-1 here in the early parts of the season, but a great game played by both sides. Ultimately, it was the defense that was the name of the game, but offense as well. Huge in this one.
Absolutely. And from myself, Chase Wilson, alongside my partner, Joe Davis, it has been an absolute honor, as always, to bring you this presentation of the NFL, and I'm looking forward to many more like it throughout the season. From all of us at UWN, good night.